Do you agree or disagree? 80,000 a year is paycheck to paycheck in this economy. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
80,000?
You said 80,000
Yeah,
a year?
Yeah, 8,000 a year. So that's like what? That's probably like after taxes. That's probably like 19.
80,000?
Yeah, 8,000 a year.
Paycheck a year?
Yeah, is it paycheck to paycheck pretty much? That's pretty much like 2,000 every 2 weeks after taxes.
That's not nothing. It's not, but it's not nothing. I don't know.
All right. So now I'm gonna ask this, right? If you are making 80,000, how do you suggest to live to make things meet?
Paycheck.
What are you talking about? Am I confused? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, welcome back. Motivation Nation, it's your host, Al Gordon, and we are back for another video, guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscriptions. I do enjoy that you guys are liking the content. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you guys for watching the shorts. The channel is growing. It's all because of you. I will do a monetization journal here soon so we can look at the progress from how far we've come. So it's been a long road. We had a 3-month suspension there and that knocked us offline, but we're back stronger than ever. And we did get a video of some ridiculousness yet again, and they did ask for our opinion. And hey, listen, I did get a comment about stopping the video in the middle of it. Hey, listen, this is a reaction channel and we have to stop the videos while they're playing. Otherwise, that's a copyright violation. We can't just put a video up and watch it and then that's that. People send these to us so we can give our opinion on the topic and we have a discussion in the comments. So that's what this channel is all about. So with no further ado, let's get into the content.
80,000 a year is paycheck to paycheck in this economy.
What?
Do you agree or disagree? 80,000 a year is paycheck to paycheck in this economy. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
80,000?
You said 80,000
Yeah,
a year?
Yeah, 8,000 a year. So that's like what? That's probably like after taxes. That's probably like 19.
80,000?
Yeah, 8,000 a year.
Paycheck a year?
Yeah, is it paycheck to paycheck pretty much? That's pretty much like 2,000 every 2 weeks after taxes.
That's not nothing. It's not, but it's not nothing. I don't know.
All right. So now I'm gonna ask this, right? If you are making 80,000, how do you suggest to live to make things meet?
Paycheck.
Okay, well, that's where we're gonna stop. Okay, so let's stop right there just for a second, right? So we're about to get into some numbers real quick, but let's start here. Paycheck to paycheck is not necessarily relevant to how much money you make. It's paycheck to paycheck has a lot to do with your lifestyle. And what I mean by that is a person that makes $80,000 can be paycheck to paycheck. A person that makes $8 million can be paycheck to paycheck. You see this all the time with athletes and celebrities. It's about living within your means, living on less than you actually make. So let's throw that argument out because the amount of money doesn't determine if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I think what the conversation really is at what point would you be considered under the poverty line, which makes it more difficult to survive month to month for the necessities of life. That's food, shelter, clothing, water, electricity, and things of that nature, gas to get to and from your job, things of that nature. That's where the threshold becomes, can your check pay for the necessities in life? Everything beyond that, going out, eating out, nails, hair, all that extra stuff, that's extra. So let's get to the nitty gritty on that. So $80,000, you can most definitely in this economy live and have a place to stay, an automobile, stuff to eat, groceries. Yes, you can. Now, let's get into some numbers real quick. and I don't want to be long-winded on this, but I have to get down into the nitty-gritty. And let's talk about the average median income in the United States of America. It is basically going to round up to $62,000 a year. And if we go state by state, there's an average and then there's a median, right? So we're just going to stick with the average. We won't go to the median. But let's look at the regions that have the highest average salaries. Massachusetts, New York, Washington, California, New Jersey, Connecticut, Maryland. The regions that pay the least. South Carolina, Kentucky, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, West Virginia, Mississippi. So that's just to put this thing in the context, right? So 80,000 is well above the national average income for this country. So the way that you live, how you spend your money makes that determination. Now, anyway, I'm getting too long-winded on this, but it's one of those things where people like to live above their means and then want to say it's paycheck to paycheck. But the thing I find insulting is when someone says $80,000 ain't no money, but they're not divulging how much money they make. And I blame social media for this because a lot of people have a lot to say about what's not a lot of money when they themselves don't make the amount of money that they're saying that's not a lot of money. But let's let them continue.
$2,000 every 2 weeks. $2,000 every. That's not enough.
Do you know the average salary in America?
The average salary in
it's 60.
America. That's 60,000.
63, I think.
Honey,
Yeah, 60,
so 80,000. So that is above average. It probably is above average, but that's not nothing.
Yeah,
that's still a struggle for. Hey, I'm a black woman.
If you're living above your means, it's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah,
it's not even living above your means, honey. If I pay my rent, I have bills. That's not including the necessities that I need, the kids that I have to take care of. That's not
lower.
That's paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, for me at least.
I don't know. Maybe for me, I don't have responsibility.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that would be.
I think it depends on how you live, though. I would agree.
I guess you living in a.
You gotta really
real
live.
Tight.
You gotta really, yeah, right. You gotta
real
be very
tight.
frugal, right?
Real tight.
So, again, I'm not going to belabor the point. I think we pretty much covered everything we need to cover for this video, but I want to know what you guys think about that. How do you guys feel about them saying $80,000 is not enough? And she's saying 80,000 is not enough to take care of the kids and all of that stuff. But I feel as though you should have known this before you had all these kids. Now you're at a point where you've had more kids than you can actually afford. And then that begs to differ. Where's the father and all these other things? But that's a different question for a different video. And again, I would like to know how much these young ladies actually make, because if I'm a betting man, if I'm a guessing man, I don't believe any one of these three young ladies make $80,000 a year. I just don't believe it. Sorry. I just don't believe it. Now, it's up to you guys. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But in my experience, when I hear people saying what's not a lot of money, the people who usually say it, from my experience, and yours could be totally different, the people that I hear say that generally don't make the amount that they say it's not a lot. I've heard someone say $100,000 that ain't no money, and they make $35,000. How then can you say 100,000? How can you say something that you have not obtained and do not have is nothing? So then, what does that make you? But anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it. My thing with this whole conversation is you need to live below the amount of money that you make, and so that you have enough money to live, to save, and to move forward. Once you get below the poverty line, then you're dealing in a completely different conversation. But in my opinion, $80,000 is not a check to check if you live within your means. You find a reasonable place to stay, and you live with that until you can do better. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. That's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.